A VPN, short for Virtual Private Network, is a privacy protection tool that is quickly becoming a must-have. But why do you need a VPN, and how does it work in the first place? A VPN helps your data travel through the internet safely, without big companies or cybercriminals being able to spy on your online activities. Also, a VPN swaps the real location of your device with a new one. This way, you can virtually travel to any country around the globe. So, who can benefit from a VPN? If you're worried about your online privacy, a VPN makes sure your identity and private information are not exposed when you go online. If digital security is your top priority, a VPN gives a nice additional layer of security. It encrypts your data so nobody could see what you send and receive. If you are a human rights activist whose freedom of speech is restricted, a VPN helps you to bypass censorship and speak to the world. Or, if you're on holiday in another country, with a VPN, you can bring your home entertainment anywhere you go. Here's a pro tip: check out Surfshark VPN. It has everything you need in a premium VPN, awesome speeds, and industry-leading protection that covers all of your devices. All you have to do is click connect. Secure your digital life and enjoy everything good that the internet has to offer with a VPN you can trust.
Click link in the description and get 81% discount for your first order. Defining your vision. Assess your skills and goals. Before you start down the road to setting up your own business, take time for some thorough and honest self-evaluation. Take stock of your strongest and weakest attributes as a graphic designer and ask yourself what you hope to achieve in the field and in your life. If you're great at coming up with fresh ideas for existing clients, you might set a goal of establishing long-term business relationships with a smaller number of key clients. In addition to self-assessment, ask trusted colleagues, supervisors, and mentors to evaluate you and offer guidance. Ask for honesty and take their opinions seriously. Not everyone is cut out to start their own business. If you excel creatively but aren't the best at managing all the small details, for example, running your own business may be more of a challenge than it's worth. Lay out a vision for your business. You might be starting your own business because you want to become the #1 graphic designer in your region. Or you may be looking for greater control so you can strike a better work-life balance. Use your goals to define the ideal vision for your business going forward 1, 5, 10, and even 20 years. If your vision is to expand your small business into a major enterprise, you can make financial and practical plans for expansion right from the start. If your vision is to stay small and flexible, however, you can place less emphasis on long-term expansion plans. Assemble a strong portfolio. In today's graphic design marketplace, it's best to develop both digital and physical portfolios. Your physical portfolio should look as professional as possible. You might fill a high-quality portfolio book with 15-20 pro-level images of your best work, for instance. When it comes to your digital portfolio, your best bet is probably to integrate it into a well-designed professional website. Consult with mentors and other trusted sources in the field for advice on developing your portfolio. Addressing legal and financial matters. Work with an attorney and an accountant. Even if you're planning to start a small one-person graphic design business out of your home office, navigating all the legal and financial complexities alone will be a huge challenge. You'll save a lot of time and frustration, and possibly money, by working with an attorney and an accountant who have expertise in small business matters. Ask colleagues for referrals for good attorneys and accountants in your field. Always meet with them individually and determine if they are the right fit for you before hiring them. Create a business plan. You'll definitely need a good business plan in order to secure investors or financing, and it's a great resource to have in any case. Properly done, a business plan aligns your vision for the business with the realities of the market and customer base. While business plan formats vary, they generally have 3 essential components: the business concept, which describes the structure of the business and its products/services, the market analysis, which details both your intended customers and competitors, and the financial analysis, which forecasts income, expenditures, debts, profit. Business plans usually start with an executive summary, which essentially boils down the entire business plan. Though it goes first, write it last, and make it no more than about 10% of the length of the entire business plan. Establish a legal business entity. If you're starting a small graphic design business, you may be able to establish a sole proprietorship. If you're involving any partners, you might want to establish a joint partnership, limited partnership, or limited liability partnership LLP. You might also consider creating a limited liability corporation, LLC. All the business entities listed here exist in U.S. business laws. You may have alternative options where you live. Consult with your business attorney for advice on the best business entity option for you, as well as regarding the process of setting up the business entity. Secure financing for your startup costs. Most small business startups rely on loans from financial institutions, so polish up your business plan and research your options. Depending on where you live and other factors, your best option may be to secure financing through an entity like the Small Business Administration, SBA in the U.S. You can also utilize your savings, seek investors ranging from venture capitalists to crowdfunding backers, or look for support from friends and family. Like loans, though, all these options carry their own risks and should be considered carefully before proceeding. Setting up a workplace. Invest in up-to-date graphic design equipment. No matter how small your small business is, you can't skimp on the right hardware and software. As a graphic designer, you'll need a high-end, high-performance computer, printer, and scanner, along with the latest and greatest design software. Keep up to date on the newest and best equipment by talking with fellow graphic designers, browsing online, attending conferences, and so on. Starting a new business presents a good opportunity to invest in new equipment, especially if you've been relying on older hardware and software. Work from home if you want to save on startup costs. You can definitely run a small graphic design business from your home office, but take the time and spend the money needed to make sure the home office suits your needs. The workspace should be roomy, convenient, organized, and quiet, basically a place where you know you can do great work. If you'll be interacting with clients in your home office, you'll have to make sure it creates the right impression on them as well. Alternatively, you may have to hold your meetings at the local coffee shop. Rent office space if it suits your budget and goals. If a home office isn't available or suitable for your needs, look for an office space that works for you and your customers. Choose a location that is convenient for your likely customer base, and make sure the space has adequate room and amenities for your business. Set a budget beforehand and negotiate your best deal before signing on the dotted line. Strongly consider working with a commercial real estate agent. Hire employees if you're overextending yourself. You may find, even before your business actually opens, that your original plan for running the entire operation yourself is unsustainable. Whether you decide you need to hire support staff, additional graphic designers, or both, take the time to evaluate candidates carefully before hiring anyone. Consult with your business attorney and accountant as you navigate the legal and financial red tape involved in hiring employees. Building your clientele. Develop a marketing plan that includes a strong online presence. While your marketing plan may build off of your business plan, you should develop it more fully into its own document. Analyze your client base in detail, set a marketing budget, and choose marketing avenues that will connect most effectively with your potential clients. Consider working with a marketing firm that specializes in startups and small businesses. A graphic design business needs to have an excellent website and a major presence across social media. Make sure you dedicate the necessary resources in these areas, but at the same time, don't ignore more traditional marketing avenues. Trust your instincts and be true to yourself. You'll be tempted to take on every client and every job in order to build your small business, but you have to be willing to say no when necessary. If a job is beyond your capabilities, doesn't make financial sense, or doesn't suit your vision or style, don't be afraid to say thanks, but no thanks. Graphic design businesses grow by making their clients happy and developing areas of expertise within the field. Focus your time, energy, and money on opportunities that will serve those purposes. Avoid taking on clients without signed contracts. Don't rely on handshake agreements or verbal contracts when adding clients. Use clearly defined, legally binding, signed contracts that spell out all the major details on the work to be done, the timetable, payments, and so on. Some graphic design businesses, both small and large, do at least some work on spec, which basically means doing design work for free in hopes of securing a contract. You'll have to decide whether this is a good idea for your company, but working on spec can present big risks and possibly small rewards for a startup small business.